Hi everyone, and welcome to How Our Garden Grows. Today, in this video, I want to talk about a process known as stratification. And stratification, gardening-wise, is a process that us as humans try to emulate the natural germination process for seeds from the cool months into the warm season in the spring. So I've got several seed packs, and this is not limited to these seed packs here, but these are ones, I'm in Colorado Zone 5, and these are ones that I currently work on. Just some things with a lot of these seed packs that you'll find is the instructions will say often slow to germinate. Now, not every seed pack is going to require stratification if the seed pack says it is slow to germinate. Basically, what that is an indicator of is that it may just need the perfect, pristine conditions or optimum conditions to fully germinate. So a lot of these here, I've got some herbs and even some berries here. So we've got some strawberries, a couple of varieties, the lavender and the rosemary. Very, very slow to germinate. Very slow to germinate anyway, even with some stratification. But the stratification really kind of helps this process. And then I've got a few here, the penstemons, the Colomine, Rocky Mountain Blue, and the Snapdragons. So Snapdragons especially need a good freezing period. For this one in particular, they recommend it going into the freezer, so getting to those really low temperatures. And really what this does is there's a certain enzyme in the seed coating basically requiring the seed to go through a really cold chilling period before warming that then signifies the seed, okay, then it's right to germinate. And it's really, really a fascinating process. I'm not sure fully how it works, but it's really quite amazing that we don't have, plants on some of these warmer days. Maybe in January, the poor seedling starts to sprout and then immediately dies off from a cold front in February. So these plants, these seeds, really know when to germinate. And for us, when we're trying to emulate these growing conditions, growing indoors, sometimes it can be very frustrating when we put them in the proper conditions in a nice, warm, indoors environment, but then we don't, do the full process of sending it through the cool period. So how do we emulate that, right? We've got these seed packs. There's no indication at all that these have been through the stratification process. So what do? My recommendation is to simply put these in the fridge. And we want these to go in for a good 4 weeks, I would say at least. So we want these in the refrigerator for 4 weeks. My seed starting process starts at the end of December. So I start seeds. That's why right now I'm looking at the end of November. This is a perfect time for me to put all of these in the refrigerator. Now I am doing a little bit more of a split experiment this year. There are some seeds that do require a little bit more of a moist period. So in about 2 weeks, I'm going to remove these from the refrigerator and I'm going to plant these up. And if you want to follow me, I'll show you how I do it. I'm going to put these into some seed starting cells, and then I'm going to throw those cells back into the refrigerator for another 2 weeks to complete the full month cycle. And then we are going to germinate. We're going to keep the soil moist. We're going to put them under grow lights in a warmer environment, and we're going to emulate spring. So we're doing the full process. At least in Colorado, we have colder, dry starts to the winter, a later winter that is more moist and cool to a warmer and moist spring. So we're going to take you through that whole process here with all of these different seeds. So please follow me. These are all going to go into the fridge. But I really wanted to bring this video up right now because a lot of us maybe aren't thinking about, we're thinking about Christmas trees. We're thinking about maybe the paper whites that we want to grow right now in our windowsill, but we're not really thinking a lot about gardening as far as seed packs until it's too late in the spring. And by that point, we've missed, for at least these varieties here and a whole lot more, the whole stratification period. So again, this is a good intro video on stratification. Go look at some of these varieties that I know for a fact require a cooler period. Get these now, order these online, go to your local nursery, support your local nursery, and buy these. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and check out our other YouTube videos. Thanks again for watching.